Well, the other day, when I was in the supermarket, I came across a couple of other books that were on, I've mentioned this before, on a table, and then you give a donation for a hospice that's not too far away from here. Anyway, paperback books and whatnot, I wasn't really interested in that. There were a couple there that I did pick up, and I'm just going to show you one of them anyway. I've not started reading it yet because I've got to set it aside a little bit of time. But it's this one. Uh, it's Peter Cook. So farewell then, The Untold Life of Peter Cook by Wendy E Cook. Now, I think this is Peter Cook's probably his first wife. And this particular hardback is in lovely condition, and it was printed by HarperCollins Publishers. Let's just give you an overview about it. There are various colour plates within the book. I'll not sort them out anyway. It says here, as Peter Cook's talent burst on the nation, his young wife Wendy was there by his side. She now, after 40 years of silence, tells the inside story of life with this icon of British comedy and satire, with the emphasis on satire and sometimes sarcasm. Wendy talks openly of their years together, offering a uniquely personal and revealing perspective on Cook's life and work, including the years from their meeting at the Cambridge through Beyond the Fringe and his founding the Establishment Club, the success of the television show Not Only But Also. I love that. And the making of the cult film Bedazzled. I couldn't make head nor tail of that. With additional interviews and anecdotes from Alan Bennett, Jonathan Miller, Paul McCartney, Eleanor Bron and Tariq Ali. Among others, this is a uniquely personal account of a man whose comic influence is still felt everywhere today. And this rather nice picture there. And what's it say here? Peter Cook's explosive wit made its impact in 1960, wreaking havoc and shedding light in equal measure. Wendy Cook, then a feisty young art student, was there from the early days of Peter's career and now relives, their heady existence together in vivid detail for the very first time. Within 3 years of falling in love at Cambridge, the glamorous couple found themselves right at the centre of swinging London and lived through some extraordinary times together. Cook and the satire boom that he led first made headlines with the Oxbridge Review Beyond the Fringe, co-starring Jonathan Miller, Dudley Moore and Alan Bennett. The show swiftly took by storm first Edinburgh, then the West End and then Broadway, as Peter went on to set up the famous Establishment Club in Soho. Peter and Wendy were soon part of a brilliant circle of the greatest talents and biggest names of the day, including Lenny Bruce, John Lennon and Jackie Kennedy. Wendy Cook reveals the effects fame had on her young family, and with the help of Peter's sister and his oldest friends, frankly analyses the period during which one of Britain's best loved entertainers shone most brightly. Sorry about that, I've got the dog's teeth in today. Is there something else that says there? I won't start reading the preface. There's a picture of her there. It's a current picture. Wendy E Cook, a fashion entrepreneur in the early 60s. Wendy met Peter Cook while studying graphic design in Cambridge, and they became engaged during the Edinburgh Festival run of Beyond the Fringe in 1960. Married in New York 3 years later, with Dudley Moore playing the organ. Wendy became a renowned hostess among a wide circle of talented people in Manhattan and later at the couple's Hampstead home. She is the mother of Cook's 2 daughters and developed a pioneering interest in macrobiotic cookery in search to improve the health of her younger child. I remember going to the macrobiotic restaurant, and it was up in Bayswater, I think. It was in a sort of basement place, and it was very cheap. In fact, I think you put a donation or something like that. It was all very strange. That's going back to 1968. Wendy went on to study Rudolf Steiner's education theories and to run an educational farm project in Mallorca. In the 80s, she became an expert on biodynamic food and cookery and has recently published 2 books on the subject, Foodwise and the Biodynamic Food and Cookbook. In 2000, she graduated from Plymouth University with a degree in Waldorf education. Well, there you go, and that is quite a thick book there. This will be covering what I would consider the most interesting years, and his work with Dudley Moore, etc. I suspect a little bit later Cook became a little bit jealous of Dudley Moore. That's my own personal feeling. I saw a repeat recently of him being interviewed on Michael Parkinson's show, and that was interesting. He was chain smoking on that though, but I think he lived on his nerves a bit, Peter Cook. There's an alleged quote from him when he was asked about any of the biggest regret in his life, and it was rescuing David Frost when he fell in a swimming pool. I think that was out in Hollywood or something. It's a bit off, isn't it? Anyway, there you go, Peter Cook. So farewell then. Let me know if you've read this book, because it will be on my to read shelf. Okay, have a great day. Bye for now. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please click a like, and if you've not subscribed, well, come on, then you're not going to miss any of the videos that I've made. Bye for now.